you may be thinking, what the hell is this? This Metallica fan's just gonna rip all over, Megadeth in their final album. It's actually not the case. I actually really enjoy Megadeth and a lot of their work. And it's almost like you can like two bands that are against each other. It's almost like you can like Metallica and Megadeth. Crazy thought. But yeah, I really enjoy their work, and it's really cool that they decided to do a good final album, celebrate their history, and they're actually going to go on tour this year, their farewell tour, so that's also really cool. So yeah, it's time to give my take on this album. And before we get into anything, if you're a Megadeth fan, if you like metal in general, should you even listen to this album? Is it worth it? Yeah, it is. There's a lot of really cool songs on this album, especially if you're a Megadeth fan. My goodness, you're gonna love this album. This album was made for you, and that was really cool of them. So I'm gonna break down each track by track, and give a score for them. And let's waste no time. Let's kick things off with track 1, Tipping Point. So this was the first single for this album, and I think it definitely should have been. This is one of the best songs on the album. The main riff is so Megadeth-y. It almost reminded me of a little bit of like Fight Fire with Fire, because I think they were just sliding to like a heavier note, but really cool riff. And then Megadeth's one of their biggest strengths is their ability to write a riff for like the verse that can go straight into a pre-chorus or chorus. They're really good at having the riffs flow with each other throughout the song. That's one of their biggest strengths, and they do it here in this song. But you may be thinking, man, this sounds like you're talking about a 9 out of 10. It would have been if they didn't slow down halfway through the song and totally kill all momentum this song had. That really offended me, because I'm all for like switching things up if it fits a song. I mean, one of my biggest gripes on thrash metal is that sometimes it's kind of like punk music. It's just as you listen to it, it's like the same thing over and over again. But some songs you shouldn't switch off from a really cool riff, because what they did was nowhere near as cool. So that's why it's a 7.9. If they kept it pretty much the same throughout the whole song, would have been a 9, easy 9 for me. But really enjoyed the song, and you should definitely listen to it if you haven't yet. And track 2, we have I Don't Care, and I don't really care for this song. When I was listening to this album, I was writing down notes, and the first thing I put for this one was Unk is mad. I love Megadeth, but one of the things I don't like about them is sometimes Dave wants to talk in songs, and I've never been a fan of it. I've never liked it. I don't care, and you're a liar. I mean, that was basically the lyrics in the song, and I hate it, and it really offended me. I really didn't like just the vocal delivery in the song, and then the instrumentation just wasn't strong enough to lift it to like a 6 in that net. So it was just, I mean, because the instruments was kind of like this throughout the whole song, and then the vocals made it so yeah, it's a 3 out of 10 for me. This is the one song on the album I would be like, absolutely do not give it a chance, you probably won't like it. So yeah, probably don't give I Don't Care a shot, because I really wish I didn't listen to this song. And then we got track 3. This one's a little better. We got Hey God, and the riff under the solo in this song, my goodness, that was the thing that really stuck out to me, because it was another one of those songs. It's like, it's doing its thing, but nothing like too crazy. But what really grabbed my attention in this song was the guitar harmonies at the end. These they were probably the best harmonies on the whole album. So yeah, if you like good guitar work, you'll probably enjoy this song. But it's just alright, I like the message, talking about how he wants to, reconnect with God, and that it wasn't God's fault that, they kind of drifted apart. It was him. So I like the honesty there. Lyrics were alright. But it's just an average song. That's okay, But on your final album, kind of want some heat. But speaking of heat, track 4, Let There Be Shred. This one is probably the most fun on the album, and if you've been a Megadeth fan since the 80s or 90s, you will absolutely love this song. And even if you don't really listen to Megadeth, but you love like Kill 'Em All by Metallica, this is the song for you. This song is all about playing on a stage and talking about how good you are at guitar, just talking about having a good time. Who doesn't love that? So this is probably the most fun song. It's got its classic thrash solos, very fast solos, and yeah, you're gonna have fun with this one, especially if you're a Megadeth fan. And then we have what I think is the best song on this album, Puppet Parade. And when you put Puppet and metal together, it makes some really good songs. So definitely keep, if you're an up and coming band, put Puppet in the title of your song and you're gonna create some heat. So I really like this song. This is the best song on the album for me. The main riff, incredible. The solos, incredible. The drumming, incredible. And I even found myself singing along to the song. It's pretty catchy as well. So it did a little bit of the talking vocals that I don't like. But this and the big difference between this and I Don't Care is one, the vocals weren't that bad, and the instrumentation really lifted the song up. Really solid instrumentation from Megadeth here, and this is the best song in my opinion. So definitely listen to Puppet Parade. And then we got the sleeper hit on this album. This is one of my favorites, Another Bad Day. Now, judging by the title of the song, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, this is another filler song. Not the case. This is the most catchy song on the album, believe it or not. This has the best chorus, and it's the simplest chorus. It's like a couple lines, but that's just good songwriting, and definitely something I like to see from Dave Mustaine. Sometimes he doesn't have the best hooks, but he got one here. This was the song I was singing the most, one of the few choruses I actually remember and can recall. So really good work here. I would definitely listen to Another Bad Day. I think it may be your sleeper favorite on this album. It's definitely my sleeper favorite. I mean, obviously, you know, songs like Puppet Parade and Tipping Point are like, those are the songs. This is a sleeper one for me. So check out Another Bad Day. And then we move on to track number 7, Made to Kill, and this main riff is one of the best on the entire album. The rest of it was like pretty meh. That's why it's 7.5. The lyrics were, but the main riff in the song, oh yeah, it's really good. It's just nasty. They're doing a bunch of slides and pull offs, and it really makes you like hear, like there's a bunch of main riffs you hear that are like, okay, that's nice, but this one's like, it just grabs your attention because it's filthy, it's greasy, it's disgusting. I love it. It's Megadeth. I would definitely check out Made to Kill. And we've officially reached the point of the album where the songs start to blur together a little bit. They're starting to become a little bit of the same. I had to, before I recorded this video, I had to come back to the songs again because I was like, I actually don't remember how this one was at all. Yeah, this is the filler song on the album. Besides, like, I Don't Care. I mean, I Don't Care should not be on this album, but this is like an average song that, because of how average it is, it shouldn't be on the album. I like the ending. They decided to switch it up and go really fast paced, some double kick drums and all that. I appreciated that, but it's a filler song. Listen to it if you want, but you're probably not going to get anything out of it. And next up is I Am War, and remember I was telling you how I write notes on songs? This was the only one I didn't write anything for. That tells you anything. It was just average. It was just another thrash metal song. Okay, it was hard to differentiate this one between the other one. I think it was slightly better, but listen to it if you want. I have nothing to say about the song. It just happened, you know, which is a shame because it is the second to last song, besides the bonus track, which we'll get to in a bit, on this album. So it didn't really do a good job to set up the last note, which, speaking of the last note, let's get into it. Track number 10, The Last Note. If you're a Megadeth fan, especially a diehard one, this one's for you, buddy. This one's for you. It started off with some spoken word stuff, and yeah, I like this. I like this song. He was basically talking about how like this journey he's been on has been like a blessing, but it was also rough, and it was literally the fans that were the reason he was able to get on stage, because at times it was just a battle to get on stage for him because, you know, he was drunk, on drugs. So the fans were there. They're the ones that gave him gold. That was the lyric he said in the song, that they gave him gold. And man, the closing lyrics to the song, unbelievably cold. He said, I came, I ruled, and now I disappear. Those are the last songs ever for an original Megadeth song, and that's wonderful. And the best part of the song, you know, throughout this entire album, I was like, man, I really wish they like switched it up a bit, added some acoustic guitars in there, doesn't even have to be throughout the entire song. We don't need that. We just need solid acoustic guitar intros. I'm talking Change of Seasons by Dream Theater. That's what I was expecting going to the song. I'm like, oh, Dave's gonna cook up something on the acoustic guitar. This is the last Megadeth song. It's got to be, you know, a little ominous or maybe sad starting out and then uplift. But they included acoustic guitar, but they did it for a guitar solo. So like, you had the rhythm electric guitar going in the back, and then you had an acoustic doing the lead solo, and that was really cool. And they killed it with that solo right there. So I was really happy to hear that, because I was literally just thinking, man, we're gonna go through an entire album, no acoustic guitar at all. I get you're a thrash metal band, but a tout le monde, you know, you've done it before. So yeah, if you're a Megadeth fan, this one's gonna touch your heart close. Pause. So yeah, let's get on to the bonus track, the final album on Megadeth by Megadeth. I kept it a secret in case y'all didn't know, which I assume most of y'all know, but just in case. Megadeth covered Ride the Lightning. You know, the song where Dave wrote the he wrote that part. That was his main contribution to Ride the Lightning. And before this album came out, he actually posted a video saying how they were going to do this song, and he wanted to do it to celebrate the friendship he has with James Hetfield and the celebrate the creativity they both share. And I really like that. That was gonna make a grown man cry hearing stuff like that. Come on, Dave, don't pull on my heartstrings like that. So that's good to hear that they may be like mending things after, you know, 50 years and all that. But not 50, like 40 years. But they covered Ride the Lightning. So you may be thinking, oh yeah, Dave's gonna change it up. He's gonna do what he would have done when he was, you know, in '86. You know how they, you know, he did Mechanics his way. I'm gonna be real with you. They did everything exactly the same. One part they didn't do, which I didn't like, but you may be thinking, oh, he at least, you know, did his own solo instead of Kirk Hammett's solo on Ride the Lightning. No, we got a Kirk Hammett solo on a Megadeth song before GTA 6. That was one of the top comments for this song on YouTube. Dave or whoever, I forget his name, Timu. Dave or Timu played the exact same solo. Everything on the song, note for note. They didn't change anything. All that was different was that it was in D standard, you know, just for Dave's voice. But yeah, we got a Kirk Hammett solo. They didn't change that. Let's get on. So basically everything was the same. We all know Ride the Lightning. The one thing they missed, which I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but you know the intro to the song where the bass and drums doing the same thing. They're playing the E note, boom, boom, boom. So they did that in the beginning, cool. And then when they come back to it after the solo, the bass wasn't there. Okay, so let me get the guitar out. So we know that, you know, it's this is in D standard. The regular song is, you know, in E, but it's you know, boom, boom, boom. It was just the drums doing that after the solo. I'm like, we're missing something. So the drums do its thing, and then he comes in and does a but he didn't do the boom, boom. The bass wasn't there. It was really weird. I'm like, oh, you gotta go with the drums with that. It makes it so much more powerful, because when the drums were just doing it, it was pretty weak. And then another thing I didn't necessarily like is that what I love about, which I didn't realize I liked about Ride the Lightning, the song. I like how bad, you know, how badly like mixed it is and all that, which makes it, in my opinion, mixed perfectly. Because this song was so tight and compressed, it didn't get the same just like wow effect, especially during the part where it's like. So yeah, that sounds cool, but I also think the tuning didn't help. It just made it sound just less spacious and just, I don't know. I really liked the original. I'll actually play the E and see if you can hear it, but it was definitely more compressed and tight, and I actually appreciate how it's not that way in the original. that, it sounds better in my opinion. But I can't blame the tuning. I genuinely think it's because how compressed, how tight and compressed it is. So yeah, I like that about the original Ride the Lightning and album in general. So overall, I mean, Ride the Lightning is a 10 out of 10 song. I didn't like how they missed the bass part, and I just didn't like the sound of the song in general. But it's hard to mess up Ride the Lightning. Still an 8.5 out of 10. So props to them on doing this song. Who would have expected? So that is my review of Megadeth by Megadeth, the final album. And as a metal fan, I'm even more depressed because it's another band that's retired. Because all the music I like, they're retired or dead. Because I don't listen to any new music now. So just until the day I die, I'm sticking with my Metallicas, my Megadeths, my Tools, my Dream Theaters, my Alice in Chains, stuff like that. So yeah, it's tough being a metal fan, but like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and comment your thoughts on this album, and God bless you all.